Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Nicole Secondhand Gal. If you like videos on organization, furniture flipping, upcycling, and thrifting, then be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I took 3 items and upcycled them. And be sure to watch till the end as I'm going to give away one of these items. So let's get to it. So here are my tins. I really am not into this kind of decor for the tins, so that's why I've decided to remove the paper. So what I do is I take my tins and I put them in the sink, as you can see, and I'm filling the sink up with really hot water, and I'm gonna let them soak for about a minute and a half. So here they are soaking. It's been about 2 minutes probably. And I'm going to go ahead and take these and I'm going to start scrubbing them with the yellow sponge using the green side. I have to say, out of all 3 projects, this one was the easiest to remove the paper. And here's what it looks like once all the paper is removed. Now I'm taking my tag and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to do the same thing with my big board that has the butterfly image on it. I'm just going to soak it with hot water and scrub with the green side of the sponge. I do have to say that this board took me about a half hour to do. I probably would have done better if I had let the water actually sit on it and soften it a little bit, but I was impatient and wanted to get this done with. So here's all 3 items after the paper's been removed. Now I'm going to take my board and I'm going to paint it with one good thick coat of white paint. I want to give it that farmhouse look, so I only did the 1 coat. So I'm going to set my board aside and I'm going to work on my tags while that's drying. So I found this image off of the internet and printed it, and now I'm just trying to center it to the tag where I want it. And then I'm going to score the edges with my finger once I have the image placed where I want it. Once I have my edges scored, I turn the paper over, place my tag back on top, and I try to center it to the pieces that were folded so that I can take my pencil and trace an outline of it, so that when I go to cut it, I can see the lines perfectly. Now that my image has been cut, I reposition back on top of the tag, and I take a small screwdriver that I have and I poke my hole so that after I Mod Podge it, I know where to put my string. Now, it's really important that when you Mod Podge that you cover the entire surface completely. That way your piece of paper will adhere to it nice and evenly. So don't be afraid to use a lot. Also, you want to make sure that you get your edges when you're using Mod Podge. That way your piece of paper won't want to pull up from the side. So now I'm going to take my piece of paper and I'm going to position it back on top of the tag. And I'm going to do this very carefully because once it's on top, it's really hard to move it. And I'm going to smooth it all out, make sure that there's no bubbles. I'm going to crease the edges, any excess paper that's overlapping, I'm going to crease that because I really want to make sure that my edges are sealed. And you'll see later on in the video I come back with a piece of sandpaper and I sand off any excess paper. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to put it to the side and let it dry for a little bit. And now I'm going to move on to my big board. So here I'm drawing some lines to create the illusion of planked wood. And here's how it looks. I don't know if you guys can see the lines, but there it is. Now I'm going to take this stencil that I got at Joann's and I'm going to stencil the whole thing on top of my board. I'm going to position it where I would like it to be, and then I'm going to start stenciling. Now it's important to remember that when you're stenciling, you want to do an up and down motion, because if you don't, you could get some bleeding, and you want your letters or your image, whatever it is that you're stenciling, to look nice and crisp. So I'm going to speed this process up because I think you guys get the idea. Now I'm done and I'm going to remove the stencil. You guys, I have to say, I think this is one of my favorites out of the 3 projects. And here's how it's turned out. So I'm going to set that aside and let that dry and come back to my tag. And here you see me sanding the edges. Next, I'm going to take some orange paint that matches the pumpkins, and I'm just going to paint the edges orange. And here's how it looks. Super cute. So now I'm going to take the Mod Podge again, that it's had a chance to dry for a little bit, and I'm going to do a nice thick coat over the entire piece. And again, I'm going to do it on the sides because I want to make sure that everything is sealed, because I don't want that paper to peel away. And I even go over the paint with it because it does act as a sealer. Mod Podge can come in satin, gloss, matte, and this one I'm just using a satin finish. And here's how they all turned out. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I've enjoyed making these pieces. Unfortunately, I didn't get to finish 2 of the pieces. It's been really windy where I live, so I haven't had a chance to go outside and work on anything. My farmhouse sign, I want to spray it with the seal because I don't want to see any brush marks. And my tins that I worked on, I want to spray paint them white. I want to give them that old enamel look. And I think the best way to achieve that is by spray painting them with a high gloss white. So when I do get the chance to do that, I'll be sure to video tape that and show you guys how I achieved that look. For the giveaway, I'm giving away the signs that I made. So here's one of them. It's a reindeer one. This is the pumpkin, great for Thanksgiving. Another pumpkin one, also great for Thanksgiving. And the red truck. I'm obsessed with red trucks. I don't know about you guys, but my husband's gonna go crazy because this is gonna be our theme around the house for Christmas. Red truck. So if you're interested in possibly winning these, please be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment down below telling me which out of the 4 signs I just showed you is your favorite. Make sure you like my Facebook page and follow me on Instagram. And then on Monday, I'll announce the winner live on who gets to get these 4 signs, which are perfect to sit around the house for the holidays. So until next time, have a great day. Bye.